I took over the country when there was no one else. And I did that very fast because in this game, there should be no vacuum as far as power is concerned. It must flow from one to another. If you create a vacuum, you are going to serious trouble. And that's what has happened in Bangladesh. They allowed a vacuum to develop and that vacuum cannot be filled. Everyone is now getting into that and burn something when they feel like it, either before dinner or after dinner. It depends on the mood that they are in. Actually, this was the problem of Sri Lanka, that in the first round, after Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa resigned, there was a complete vacuum. And I thought I should at least fill it up, make a go at it. Felt it could be done, it could be tackled. Second time was to ask for a committee headed by the speaker to run the government. That also would not have worked. So I acted as Prime Minister in the absence of the President and took power. So remember one thing, that you must never have a vacuum in power. It must legally be passed from one to another. So then we took the necessary steps. What we have achieved now is, Dr. Samarth, we have stabilized the economy. But we really got to strengthen it, establish it. You say in Sinhalese, tahuru karan. And the other is that we have to earn more money. If our GDP increases, your salaries increase. So how do we do that? The first is, we must move towards a export-oriented economy. There's no other way out. So everyone has to look at exports. The whole medical service should be one in which, while we cater to our people, a surplus is earned by catering outside to other patients. That's why I want to see a good health service develop both for our people and for out. Otherwise, all these issues can never be resolved with the internal, the way the GDP develops now. We have to go for about 7-8% growth over a period of time. And we are looking at new sectors. I am looking at modernizing agriculture, bringing smart agriculture, which also means that the rural poverty will cease. People will be more prosperous. We have to bring the supply network, the cold stores, the whole thing. But it should be for exports. If the global population is going to increase from 7 to 9 billion, why don't we look at feeding 20 million? It's 1%. The world will need food. It will keep needing food. And those who produce it, and produce it at a very competitive rate. The shortest one, while we do this, and there we have about another 300,000 acres that can be opened out. While we do this, we have to double the number of tourists coming in and increase earning per head from $150 to $400. That will in the short term give a big boost to the economy. While we get our investment zones ready, the digital economy, the sustainable energy, all those are there. Think anew and go ahead. So if you make your economy an export-oriented economy, if you have a digital economy, a green economy, knowledge-based economy, and you are modernizing your agriculture sector, just imagine the changes you will have in this country, far-reaching changes. Combined with that, we will stabilize the rupee, control inflation, and then see your incomes grow. So the country grows and you grow. And into that, the other proposals that come in. Aswasuma, which is functioning now. Urume, where you are getting freehold land, 2 million people are going to become owners in the country in the next 3-4 years. Then we are converting line rooms into villages, and the people will have their own plots of land. Empowerment of women, Women's Empowerment Act. We want to bring the Social Justice Commission. So look at all the social changes that he is going to trigger off. And the new anti-corruption agenda, which have been done for us by the IMF, it will take another year and plus to pass all the laws, to implement it. So then ensuring the representation of women and youth in the Pradesh Sabhas and in the provincial councils. And we appointed the former Chief Justice Deb to go into the elections and the party systems. They made 87 recommendations, implementing them. All that will bring about a vast economic change, social change, and a political change, which should be for the better. So I am looking at the system has collapsed, the political system has collapsed. We couldn't provide leadership in a crisis. The economy collapsed, which are based on this political theory, and social system come apart. We have to put everything together. So Puluwan Sri Lanka is bringing all those sectors together to create a new Sri Lanka. The word I will use for it is not Venasa. Venasa can be anything. Peraliya. That's what we have to do as we go along. And that has to be done not by some of us, we can kick it off, but the younger generation who is waiting to take over. But in that, let's move forward, looking at a better Sri Lanka and realizing that we will need another year or plus to get over this, and valuing the services that you all are rendering at a difficult time under difficult circumstances. I know what it is. Thank you because you're keeping the country going. You kept the country going for 2 years and you will keep the country. There will be times you'll agree, there will be times when the government will disagree with you. But nevertheless, you are running an important service, and what I want to do is certainly ensure you have better prospects here and better remuneration. Let's rebuild the economy and each one take the share that is due to him. Thank you.
වැටි වැටි නැගී පසුණු බායමු යමු වීනපමා හිසේ තබා හිත්වල හිස්වල අරගලයේ අත්වල කරගැට මිස නැතලේ ඇස්වල දැල්වෙන ගිනිසිලුවෙන් අඳුරට සාප නොකර දිලිසෙන් මා හැදු වැඩු මව්බීම දිනනවා ඒ දාට මාලොවම දිනනවා මා හැදු වැඩු මව්බීම දිනනවා ඒ දාට මාලොවම දිනනවා சிரத்திலும் மனதிலும் போராட்டம் கைகளும் காய்தது குருதியன்றே கண்களில் தகித்திடும் தீப்பொறியால் கருமைய வையாதொலி கொடுப்போம் என்னை செதுக்கிய